All right, guys. So today I'm at Power RVz here in Mesa, Arizona, in Far East Valley. I'm going to be doing a delivery walkthrough on this sold 2005 Keystone Sprinter fifth wheel. This is, I guess, 15 years old, but it's a nice trailer. Let's take a look at this roof. It's going to be a rubber roof. So we'll see a 15-year-old rubber roof that's probably been in Phoenix or the Arizona area most of its life. And we'll see what it looks like. Even these sidewalls look really good. Let's see, someone was taking care of this. Alright, I'm sure the dog food's not necessary. Alright, so my first overall impressions are, even though it looks like a black showing, that's not the rubber roof showing. That's just dirty. So if I were to come up to here and try to clean that off, you can see it just cleans off. So we'll just do a standard roof inspection again. These Dometic caps, they tend to fall apart over time. So you should check and see if the plastic's corroded. So you can kind of see, I can take my fingernail to it. But overall, it's not broken. So we're looking okay there. This sealant, I don't even see any signs of cracking on it. The roof, everything looks fine. Back on this back cap, if we look over here on the side, that cap seal is intact. You can see that roof edge. Maybe it's worn a little bit, but I don't see any damage to it. Definitely on top of the awning right here. You can see that somebody grabbed a branch when they turned a corner. Now these vent lids, they can be prone to failure over time, so take a look at those. But the sealant, this looks pretty intact. And this is all factory sealant. Does not look like anybody's ever changed out the vents, changed out the sealant. So it can be done. These can have long lives to them. So this is the top of the slide out over here. Might be a little bubbled, but it's not torn. Everything's looking fine. When it comes to storage, it's really best to keep the slide outs in whenever you're storing it. All right, we'll go over here to the roof AC. It doesn't feel loose. Skylight. Let's see. So all these marks right there, that's just likely a branch. The tree branch just rubbed some of their tree branchiness off on it. And the skylight looks like it's in good shape. Maybe there's a little crack right there. So the easiest thing to do on something like that would be just clean this off and then just lap sealant up to there. So you can actually see the seal underneath. That's the butyl, so it's still well within that sealant layer. And I don't see any signs of leakage under there. You can even see the rubber roof underneath it. Again, I don't really see too much concern. So this again, there's no radius edge on this. It's just going to be the 90. So you can see it's loose, but 15 years, this looks really good. I know it looks like it's gross, but that's just dirt. That could just be scrubbed off with some soap and water and a brush. This roof is in great shape. Alright, so right here, maybe a little bit of cracking, but that's just going to be cosmetic. It does not feel loose there at all. I don't feel any rot whatsoever on here. So really, I found a crack on that skylight. This vent lid right here, it's got a crack right there on the hinge. But I'm sure this one was set up for another AC in the bedroom area. So if you're gonna be putting an AC in, you don't even have to worry about that. So on this slide out roof, I get a little bit of bubbling. Not too much of a concern. Let's see. Somebody did a crummy job resealing. Something that didn't even need to be sealed. I don't know why they did that. So that's just, looks like silicone. They didn't know what they were doing. But it didn't cause any damage. Didn't even solve any problem. I don't know why they did that. This TV antenna looks good. It's just a little rubber bumper that would have been stuck underneath. And then these vents. So this is a newer cap. That plastic base, it's hard to see, but it's starting to craze a little bit, but it's all intact, so there's no reason to replace it. And then this style roof vent are a little bit more durable than those style. So at some point somebody's changed out something. You know what? No. So this was the original one. This is just a universal vent cap that somebody put on top. Fair enough. So that's probably just stuck on there. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I wish all roof inspections were this easy. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are the kind of roof inspections I'd like to do. This was a 2005 Sprinter by Keystone. It had a EPDM, or a rubber roof. So this is has a white on top, black underneath. We used dicor acrylic self-leveling to seal it as flashing on the top. On the side edges, you'd be using a non-sagging dicor sealant or acrylic sealant on the sidewall gutter. So besides awning fabric, a crack in the skylight, and a crack in the vent lid hinge, that roof is in good shape. It could use a good scrubbing, but that's about it. That's what I hope to see every time I look at a roof. That's how fast a roof inspection should take. Every year, just get that done once, and should have a long-lasting RV at that point. Thanks a lot, guys. Now that bubbling in the slide-out roof, that shouldn't be strictly cosmetic. Yeah, it could be replaced or repaired, but that's about a day and a half worth of work. Well, maybe not a day and a half, but at least a full day's worth of work on each slide-out just to get rid of some bubbles. I don't think it'd be cost-effective to do that. It's still weatherproof. If you're really concerned, this would be a good application putting slide-out toppers on. But I wouldn't suggest repairing those that rubber roof on the slide-outs.